Hey guys, and welcome back to Rad Resells. I'm Natalie and I'm a full-time reseller, and in today's video I am going to Goodwill solo dolo to find stuff for cheap that I can flip for high on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari and Depop. So let's get into the video.
Goodwill! Is this real right now? I just bought these Yeezys. Huh. And I think on the other side there's another pair. Hold on, let me just go there. Yeah, these are another pair. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Hold on.
I also spotted these Adidas sneakers and I decided to grab them since they were in the same aisle as the Yeezys, but they ended up not being worth anything.
These have a busted heel. Busted. But I want to look more into them. These don't. Holy cow. But are they real is the question. $6.99. They barely look worn. How do I even know if these are real or not? I have no clue. I gotta research them.
I'm heading over to grab a cart. I never start the thrift store with a cart because I feel like it's bad juju. The worst feeling is grabbing a cart, going around the entire store and, well, putting the cart back empty.
Okay. Even if these are real, I don't even know if they would be a pickup with the busted sole being like this. It's crumbling. Or is this an... No, it comes with the shoe. It looks like an extra layer. I've never had Yeezys, so I don't even know what I'm talking about here. But it's literally an extra layer for the heel. I don't know if that comes with the shoe or if the owner put that in. Because if that's the case, I could just rip it out. So that's something I'm going to look into. But yeah, the soles here are busted. Let's look at the tag. Size 8.5 men's. Oh, it's crumbling here too. No, I think it's just crumbling. So I don't know about these though. But look at these. They barely look worn. Look at the bottom, the treading. That's a weird stitch right there. That's a weird stitch. No, these cannot be real. It's got a tiny 42 tag right there. There's no way. Like, you remember how this one had that big regular like this? And this one has a tiny 42 tag. No, these are definitely fake then. No! No wonder they were still there. No! I'm still gonna double check it obviously, but yeah, I don't see the actual size tag besides that tiny one right there. And tiny size tags like this is a sign of, hello, I was made in China and I am a cheap fake. Wah, wah. I thought I had something huge. I was like, finally I scored something. Then I'm assuming these are trash too. Alrighty, so I just went through these two new racks that came out and I got a full stack of t-shirts. I believe most of them are vintage t-shirts based on my first glance at them. I don't think I'm gonna pick them all up, but these are pretty cool, just even for personal use, but also reselling, you know, like decent pickups here. The first one is a vintage Philadelphia Zoo Big Cats graphic t-shirt. We got it on a Belton t-shirt, a tag, made in the USA, XL. Made in the USA does not equal that it is vintage, but it is one factor that could mean that it is. But we got the single dingle stitching. Love to see this. Sometimes they have the year that it is made, so let's see if right there. 1993. So these are 3 signs that it is vintage. If you see the actual date or the year that it was made, that should solidify that it is vintage. Single stitching is another sign that it is vintage, although there are still shirts today that are also single stitch that are not vintage. But when you just mix them all together and combine them, you can be very confident this is a vintage tee. And all t-shirts are $2.49 here, so I'm expecting maybe $20 for this one. I don't like to price my t-shirts up too high because then they just end up sitting there. Next up, oh, I put it the wrong way. It's also a single dingle t-shirt. We got Disney. Single stitching means that there is only 1 line of stitching instead of the regular 2 that we see on most shirts today. Versus this one, there's 2. 1, 2, 1. So single stitch is something that vintage t-shirt heads like to wear. Look at the tag right here, made in the USA as well, on a vintage Mickey by Jerry Lee tag. Huge print here. Disney is not a bolo, but some vintage t-shirts are definitely worth the pickup. This automatic, some very rare ones are worth $100. This, I don't think this is one of them, but I'm definitely going to look this one up to make sure I don't under or overprice it. But at the top of my head, maybe $25, $30. This one is probably not a pickup. Double stitching. I don't know if this one is vintage or not. Made in Guatemala. Doesn't have the year on it. It could be in the early 2000s. I'm not entirely sure. This one's more, I guess, on the plainer side. It is cute, you know, a day in the life of Eeyore. Never a dull moment. I think I will leave this one behind, but obviously someone who is a fan of Disney donated a lot of clothing, because next up we have Grumpy Boy. Disney classics. I'm out of bet and dress. What more do you want? If that is not the slogan for this year, I don't know what is. I think we all feel this way, so I don't think it's worth much for reselling, but I thought it was funny. This one, on the other hand, we got Looney Tunes. This one's kind of fire. Normally they have the year that it was made on a lot of the tags, so flip it. Of course, this one does not, so it doesn't really solidify what I was saying, unless this right here means that it was made in 2004. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a Y2K piece, and if it's made in 2004, that is actually 20 years ago. And when a t-shirt or any shirt was made 20 years ago, it qualifies as vintage. Caution, I'm in one of my moods. There's a theme going on here. There's definitely a theme. This one's cool. I love the color. I love this few rhinestones in the middle. The print itself, look at this. There's no crackadoodles. Was this even worn? I don't think so. I wish there was something on the back, but I'm definitely grabbing this one. Again, $2.49. Not leaving those behind, but I think I will leave these two. They're on the plainer side. Hey, Will. Alrighty, we are in the shoe section, and haha, I scooped this up so quickly when I saw them. We got a pair of Hoka's, major shoe bolo brand. I have a pair myself, and honestly, they're so amazing, but I do know that it's not for everyone because they come with an arch on the inside. Anyways, great to resell, great to wear. However, when I say some of the sole, and by some I mean a good chunk of it is missing. Oh, it is missing. Like, it looks like they had the shoe placed on some type of wheel and then burned off literally a whole chunk of their shoe. So somewhere is totally fine on the Hokas, but this is too much. Like, look at the indent. They also have some stains on the outside, so I will be leaving these behind. But yeah, these are the Clifton 9. So keywords would be Hoka 11 Clifton 9 shoes. Nice color though. And not far from them was a pair of another bolo. Ufus, if that's how you say it. There's the logo. These are a pair of, I don't know what to call this, rubber or foam type of flip-flops. Very cute teal color. They are priced at $6.99, which I was not happy about. But these have a really good sell-through rate. Now these do have some marks on them. I will try to just wash that off, but I don't think all of them can come out. So a good pair of these that are clean, you should get $30. Maybe I'll get 25, 25. 20 wouldn't be great from 7. So I'm unsure if I should take these or not. We'll see. I'll still put it in my cart for now.
Alright guys, that sums up today's thrifting video. As always, thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to leave that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one.